Hello, hello. Good evening, good morning, good day, wherever you are. Welcome back to the Path of Exile. Let's see. Doesn't want to show the game again. Okay, no, it's there. Nice. Welcome back to the Path of Exile. So let's continue our progress in Act 5. Also, maybe today we're gonna do this. I don't know what this Aspirants Plaza is. Your hideout. What is Aspirants Plaza? I don't know what it is. But... oh, I think that's the Ascendancy thingy. Yeah. Right. So... we're gonna do... Act 5 today. Continue with Act 5. Then we're gonna continue... maybe we're gonna do a bit of the Ascendancy thing as well. But let's see how it goes. For starters, let's start listening some of the dialogue options.
If it weren't for Lani, I'd have cut that bitch's throat the moment I met her. But Violenta seems to know her medicine, so she gets to live. Until Lani is better. Then Violenta will answer for her crimes against us.
Justik Kargasticus.
So you made just the Carcasticus see the light, did you? Couldn't have happened to a nicer fella. Yet now I've an even more charming chap for you to make the acquaintance of. He's over at the Chamber of Innocence, beyond the Templar Court, and I bet he's just dying to meet you. It's High Templar Averius I'm talking about. Though he's so filled to the eyeballs with innocence that it's hard to tell where the man ends and the god begins these days. Well, that's good news for us. Kill the man, and you kill the god. And what are the Templar without their god? Lambs in a slaughterhouse.
Alright,
For
let's see with Lani.
Greetings.
Violenta.
I'd be dead right now if not for Violenta. I just hope I live long enough to repay her. And how will I do that? By talking Utula out of his inclination to slice Violenta's throat open. As far as I'm concerned, our pasts are as broken as our chains.
Orient Square.
When I was a courier for my father's house, I'd cross Cathedral Square 100 times in a day. On the fairest days, that square would be filled to bursting with Oriath's highborn, come to bask in the sun and each other's glowing nobility. It was a pretty sight, depending on where you stood. For freedom.
Okay, Violenta.
I simply can't express how wondrous it is to see you. What? No, not you, Exile. The miasmeter. The hope of humanity lies in this beautiful device and the precious knowledge it shall divulge. Far more useful than an accidental hulk of meat and instinct like yourself. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to discover that your slaying of the beast correlates directly to the strife we must currently suffer. At least you've proved useful enough to return the miasmeter to me. That deserves some small reward, I suppose.
Small, no. Big reward. Like this? Yes. Nice. Alright.
Now, where
cool.
was I?
Okay, I think we want to... Stormblast mine. Okay, I don't care about the mines at the moment. So let me... that stuff into the inventory. Oh, what is this? Burning arrow. Okay, no. New dab. Oh, we need to buy dabs. Right. Okay, I see. Stormblast mine, I don't care about that. And let's do it this way. Okay. Let's go. So, I guess we want to go now. First, let's have a skill point. Right, on the skill point, I think what I wanted to do is this utmost intellect. Yes. And then we want to do this attribute mastery as well. Yep. Right. Yep, let's do it. So let's go there. And let's do the Templar Courts. I think this was the room. Yes, that was the room that we got last time, but we didn't check it out yet. Alright, let me see. This is this one. Okay, we have it. What is this one? Okay. What is this area now? So we went through like some mirror. Is this some new mechanics which we haven't seen before? Can I exit it? And do I want to exit? Maybe not, right? Okay, let's see. What is this? Don't think we can open it. Let's see. Oh, there's some. I think it's time. Dramatic orbs. Oh, okay, I guess that was some new mechanic, so we just, yeah. So goal is to kill as many enemies in that mirror timeline, mirrored view, I guess. Okay, let's see. Let me quickly check the other side as well. I feel like I should really fully explore this area as we might find something interesting here. And let me quickly do chest. Yeah, nothing, usually nothing in the chest. So I think you can ignore the chest, but sometimes you may be lucky. So that I'm taking just chance on that sometimes. Basically we can find some currency, and I guess that's the goal, right? Okay. Okay, this is this area. Right. And we have pretty much covered all of them. Nothing here interesting. Cool. Let's continue. Orb of alteration, for example. Got some currency. Okay. Ooh, I'm almost dead. Who is killing me? Those ninjas were, I guess were killing me. Hardcore scrap. So I'm not really using the currency too much at the moment. I've been using some simpler stuff, but and one or two some corruption thingies as well, just to like test it out, but not really using it. I'm trying to figure out like what is necessary, because I feel like I'm still in the middle of leveling, and if I'm in the middle of leveling, then I don't really want to spend too much good stuff on a progression. All right, cool. That's another door. Right. Take this one. Shit. Okay. What's him? Nice. So we have the... Yep, these guys here.
You've done well.
I'm not gonna go to the Mirage for now. I haven't seen, like, Mirage is a cool idea, but I haven't seen, like, too much benefit really. Oh, another level. Okay. Let's get this one. Increased attributes. Do this. Yeah. Right. Nice. Cool. I'm hoping I'm doing good thing here. Oh, I wanted to get this dual winning investor as well. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to have this as well. So we can maybe go next time to this dual winning now. Like go through here, get this dexterity as well and go here. And then later we can think about whether we want to take the strength or not. Right? Let's do this way. Okay, anything this side? Dweller's Orb. Cool. Go check what we have up there. Glacial Cascade, that's probably some more. It's a lot of area to check out. Level up that orb there. Oh, there seems to be some section which we haven't covered, but I guess I can miss that. Otherwise, minimap would already be showing us something. There is something that we should figure out. Unless the store is there, right? Alright. I died and it sucked. I played it a bit wrong. I got my Frostblink to cool down and jumped into the bad stuff and then I was dead. Okay, but I can now try out check out this area first without going. Yeah, it's like I suspected this wasn't too much of help here. Use it, nice. Oh, I don't need. Open this one as well. Nothing here. Nope. Only a chest. Jewelers, or yeah, please. And now let's go there. Weeping Essence Rage. Oh, why did we skip that before? I don't know. But we did. Anyway. Right, so do we have anything cool? This is all discovered. This one is dead. We died somewhere here. Somewhere up here. I suspect. I don't really remember. Yeah, somewhere down here or up here. We died. Alright. No. Come on. What the hell is that? I know I'm a paper boy, but I'm not that big. I do have like a really nice shield. I don't have a lot of health, but I have a really nice shield. So, what the hell? This Frostblink takes forever, really, to recast it, you know. So that's why I'm not really using it. I mean, at the moment, yeah, I can move faster with this, like to that area, but other than that, I don't really use it because it takes forever to reload. Oh, I see. So wait, jump. Oh, it. Okay, no, we got it. So he was always chasing me. That was the. I mean, makes sense, right? There's nobody else to chase, right? It's not like I have. What is 1990? 100. Oh, this is much bigger flask. Recording, rest recorded. This is very good. Okay, let's do this. Wait. Over 1.7 seconds. Right, so it. Okay, let's try. I have a feeling that it is still better. That's better. Yeah, over 4 seconds. Yeah, that's the important part here, right? Okay. And we have the Chamber of Innocence. Alright, cool. We are there. At the Chamber of Innocence. Let's see.
Something's here. Something different.
Okay. So what's different here? Can we go up there and read whatever there is to read? Alright. We take the... What? No, oh. I don't need that. We just take the yellow items. Thieves' car. Will we drop it? Oh, you're still alive? Okay, not anymore. We need that? No. Do we have any room? No, we don't. Not for the... Well, maybe I have actually. Yep, no I have. Cool. I don't really care about blue items, I'm just going. Yeah, I do care about yellow items. They tend to give better currency if I sell them. And sometimes they give me upgrades as well, so I'm trying to make it this way. Basically a higher tier. Innocence watched sin take root in the bodies of men and women and children. He witnessed them turn on each other, first with words, then with fists. Friends and kin embraced in mortal struggles, their skin weaving with skin, flesh bonding with flesh, bone entwining with bone, until village had become one breeding giant, forged of strife and hatred. Okay, so we're gonna see some... something like that. Let's upgrade our gems again. Hello Ashraf, welcome to the stream, how are you? Thanks for joining. How's it going for you? Alright. Sword, Sage's Robe. Probably more interested in the Sage's Robe than other stuff. This Lob Sword, yeah. Innocence lay with the honest and pure heart, never straying from the mother's words. Sin filled his heart with lies and indulgence, and deafened his ears to mother's pleas. On that day you were born of their mother's womb, innocence with eyes of burning red, sin with eyes of clearest blue. find us already. Yeah, of course. Of course. So how was the weekend? Did you do anything interesting? Let's see if we have. No, we are inventory is pretty much full, right? Yeah, unfortunately we're full. Okay, let it be then. Not gonna worry too much about it. Oh. We have here the village gathered to watch Sin become ash and breathe deeply of smoke that poured from his streaming mouth. Sin filled their lungs, their minds, and their hearts. When the mother of Dew broke bread, she allowed innocence to eat his will as reward for his virtuous nature. Sin was cast to the scraps to remind him of his worthless ways. I have English grammar test tomorrow. Wish me luck. Oh, good luck. You should be good. I mean, based on what I've seen, you should be good. But yeah, good luck. But yeah, I mean, you have to keep in mind that test grammar and official grammar is slightly different sometimes than you are speaking in online, right? Waves crashed up on the shores of riot, waves of hunger, waves of desire. The ravenous god and his starving multitude rising with the tide, flooding our streets with death and depravity until innocence cried out no more, beating our city in fire, scorching the wicked and to ash and bone. The ravenous god fled into embrace of glorious Savior. Driven down he was into soil, stone and beyond, into damnation, by will the light of innocence. Okay. But yeah, good luck. I had today my, I was on vacation last week, so today I had my first day back at work. It's actually, sometimes it's crazy to say, but sometimes it's really good to go back to work. Like, not that I had bored out of my mind, but still. As this titan of sin rose into many feet, Innocence knew that the village was lost. With an anguished cry, he committed it to flame. As town and titan burned, the sky turned dark with the ashes of sin. There amongst the raging ruins of his home, Innocence swore an oath, no matter where the ashes of sin fell, the purified flames would rise to meet them. Okay. Let's read what we have there as well. Ooh, I almost died. Alright. Yet the punishment only served to feed the sin's lust. Before his brother eyes, Sin stole a fish from the market and lied to the watchman who got him. Sin then beat his brother until the promise of honest was extracted. Are you preparing for your test as well? I played a bunch of games. I haven't played that much in a while. Was a school and Ramadan routine. Didn't feel right playing for hours on each single day, but I'm looking back into it. Feel content. Okay. Yeah, I have a co-worker also went through the Ramadan, and boy, It seems really hard. It seems really hard. I guess the first couple of days are extremely hard, and then it's gonna be easier for the rest of the month. Okay, let's see. So this is one side of the temple, right? And I guess in the middle we have the door to the next area. Okay, let's see. Less door, let's take it. Oh, we don't have room. Oh, I see. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, okay. This way. Roll of wisdom. Okay, what we have here? Innocence could not keep promise made in fear. Our witness and testimony, the mother of two, and was decided between mother and son. The sin was beyond rule and redemption. What can we do? Kill the enemies. Skip. There's been redemption, that only purification will cleanse his spiritual and corruption. Thus the English test is, grammar test is like, you need to know some specific words, or you have to write a letter or essay, or how does it usually entail? Quite aggressive. Movement speed, nice. And right view. That's an upgrade. Okay, there's more enemies coming from this side. So yeah, I'm guessing if we go this way, we're gonna see. That level up. So one, if they hit really hard, but nice, we survive. Oh, there's some enemies somewhere. No, these. Alright, let's see what we have in. Skeleton shine. Why not? Oh, we got skeletons. Ah, that's what it means. Cool, cool. Alright, let's go up there. So we got, okay, this entrance there. Good. I see. Now, I'd like to check out this other side as well, to be honest, before we go from here. So let's do that. Let's check the other side as well. Yeah, let's do that. Choose the correct form or tense of a verb. Writing question or negative statement. Write the correct article or preposition. Write plurals and possession, conditionals, things like that. Okay. I remember when I was learning English in school, these things like that, I wasn't like very good. Like I got through. I never really studied, but I always used my intuition. Like how does it feel to say? Does it feel like correct? You know. But I never tried to learn the rules specifically, so I just got through, I'd say. And in some ways you can just like understand whether it feels correct or not. Probably learning the rules would even like help greater results, but yeah, I'm not that smart. I'm quite lazy. I basically interested and ready to give all of me at first, but then it becomes easier and you get used to it. But also, you're tired of it. Also, fasting in Ramadan feels easier voluntarily. Okay. Dude. Yeah. As I understand, the Ramadan isn't really like voluntary thing, is it? I guess it's still expected from you, right? You do, but yeah. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, like a month fasting is, yeah, it sounds hard. But again, I've never really done it, so I don't know. I don't have the first-hand experience. Okay. So nothing really on this side, so let's just go back. Also, the course was like refreshing as I learned English 12 years ago. Is in my high school. Okay. Yeah, I never took any English lessons in university. I remember when I went to university, we had a test, like one of the first things in university was test. And based on how well you do on the test, you either have to take the English lessons or you don't have to. And my result was good enough that I didn't have to. So I never took any additional English in university after all. Pretty much used the knowledge and all the, all the knowledge that I gained from high school, which, I mean, I still develop more and more the professional English, meaning I use part of my work life or there, but other than that, nothing else. But yeah. A Chamber of Innocence. I guess this is gonna be the boss fight now.
The world must be cleansed of impurity.
Let's start with you, shall we?
Kneel! Burn! I am the Emperor.
Okay, you can be the Emperor if you want to. I'm just gonna kill you anyway. And I guess he's dead. Or it's gonna be a second phase as well.
That power, incredible.
The storm. I am the end.
Ooh, shit! Oh wow. This was big sudden burst of whatever that was. So we died once. Luckily we can continue. Okay. Oh! What is that again? Well, let's skip this one. Survive this one now. First time playing this boss. It's simplified in a sense that I can continue my boss killing without resetting it. Oh no. Shit. I was standing in shit again. What the hell? Wait. I killed that, right? But where I'm now? I killed that guy, but where am I now? Okay. Ah, here. Talk to the scene.
I am Sin, the Forgotten One. Would that humanity could forget all of my kind. Perhaps with your help, that might still come to pass. For now, the blinding light has been dimmed, and darkness floods in to fill the void. The desperate and depraved set a feast for their lord incumbent, Kitava, the Ravenous One.
Okay. What's going on?
Should Kitava accept their invitation, there is but one thin sliver of hope for us all. My brother's sign of purity. Look to it in the choking passages of Templar reverence. It shall be your torch when night falls at last.
Sign of
Deep in the Templar's ossuary, in the company of the dead, there lies the sign of purity. Innocence bled himself for the creation of that cruel and desperate weapon. Tempered in his own ruby ichor, it was forged to be a transcendent tool of punishment and purification. The sign is a living agent of righteousness, or at least the dubious kind of righteousness that my brother subscribes to. Innocence found in the first High Templar a most faithful servant, and gifted the sign to him so that it might be used in times of great need. The great need of Innocence believers, that is. Humanity's general well-being has never been of particular concern to my brother. He lives, after a fashion. That pretentious little vessel of his served only to encourage his divine follies. I have procured him a more sensible host, one that should contain his excesses and temper that fragile ego of his. Hear this, brother. From mind of lead to heart of gold, your soul shall be bound, your wrath shall grow cold. Though I am a god, I have not forgotten my humanity. I care for that which I once was. Kitava remembers nothing and cares for nothing but his own hunger and greed. He is an endless pit of gnashing teeth and churning guts. While other gods rise on the mainland and fight for the meager scraps of what was, Kitava has the most fecund and formidable civilization of his age at his disposal. He can feed when he likes, and he grows ever stronger with each morsel. All of Ariath shall soon belong to Kitava, and if that happens, he will rise beyond even our reach. I am Sin, the Forgotten One. Would that humanity could forget all of my kind. Perhaps with your help, that might still come to pass. For now, the blinding light has been dimmed, and darkness floods in to fill the void. The desperate and depraved set a feast for their lord incumbent, Kitava, the Ravenous One.
Okay. Yeah, we saw that.
Should Kitava accept their invitation, there is but one thin sliver of hope for us all. My brother's sign of purity. Look to it in the choking passages of Templar reverence. It shall be your torch when night falls at last.
I've
see.
conquered one god already. What's one more?
So, yeah, I try to understand what's happening. Like, I try to re-listen some code
What in
parts there.
damnation have you done?
You've destroyed him, and yet I hear the voice of innocence, begging for our forgiveness, asking for our help. You and I. I heard him the moment the High Templar fell, whispering inside my damn skull, his heart beating within my chest. Innocence protects us now, holds fast the door against the murderous tide that rushes to meet us. He wants you to pass through that door, to bring order to the chaos beyond. I don't understand any of this. Moments ago, I was just a soldier obeying his High Templar, Banon the Nobody. Now, my God lays inside my head, telling me to let you through that door and to make my way to Overseer's Tower, if it still stands. It does? All right. I don't know what's waiting for you out there, but should you survive it, I'll see you at Overseer's Tower.
Okay,
You've destroyed him, and yet
cool. Let's go. Inception. Alright, let me actually.
Someone's redecorated. I like it.
Let's go this way and start with Folks first. Right.
You deserve recognition for what you have done. You've freed us from Templar oppression. Yet I fear you may have defeated the lesser of two evils. Still, take something. You'll be needing it in the dark times to come.
Okay. Crimson Jewel, Cobalt Jewel. Ooh. I guess the Cobalt Jewel.
Once Kitava has gobbled up every scrap of Oriathan...
Ah.
Once Kitava has gobbled up every scrap of Oriathan flesh, sucked every Oriathan bone dry of marrow, he'll turn his endless hunger to Namakanui and the whole Karui archipelago. As you know, the Karui will fight, and they'll fight hard, but they're going to need all the help they can get. And I know of 3 treasures that might just make the difference. They were taken when the Templar raided Namakanui. A whip woven of Hinekora's hair. A tooth that Tukohama ripped from his own mouth. A fishhook that was once the jawbone of Valakor. Together, they're known as Kitava's torments and lie within the reliquary that borders Oriath Square. I saw them with my own eyes when delivering messages to the scholars there. Please, go to the reliquary and claim those treasures before Kitava's children do.
Okay. Utula?
I can't yet begin to unpick the lies that Utula has told us. But this piece of truth I do have. Utula sensed that very moment when you struck your final blow, when you broke the Templar's power. He turned to me and told me this. Now our king comes to us. He'll be hungry, so very hungry. I shall prepare him a feast. Then he gathered his followers and left. Where's he gone? Oriath Square. You won't need directions. Just follow the screams.
Jesus. Okay. Alright, let me quickly sell the things as well. Yeah. Go this way.
Remember,
Alright.
we do this for freedom.
So long, my friend. I'll get ready for my breakfast. Okay, have fun. Thank you for joining anyway. Sorry I didn't see. I wasn't able to read one of your message. I got you carried away with the game again. But Inception of Ramadan is based on the lunar calendar, so month keeps moving along the solar calendar year. It takes 30 years to make a full cycle. Aha, interesting. I didn't know that. 36 years. Wow. Anarigan, English that text while dual winning. Yeah, this is something I want to use probably. Alright. But yeah, I do appreciate that you're stopping by, so enjoy your breakfast. And good luck with the English test tomorrow.
Yes?
Hello.
Lysitius Cathedral.
Dominus adopted Chittis Cathedral as his personal laboratory. He decked it out with everything his miraculous mind could conceive of. His great work in San, that which you destroyed, it all began there.
Innocence.
You really don't have a strong grip on cause and effect, do you? Things replace other things. It's the most fundamental of laws. The larger the thing you remove, the bigger the rush to fill the space that's left behind. Innocence was the nexus of power in Oriath. Remove him and something of equal or greater power was always going to take his spot. Any idiot could have predicted that Kitava was going to be that something. Unless, of course, you thought it was going to be you.
So a couple of years ago I fasted the longest days of the year from 3 AM till 10:30 PM. Ooh, ouch. That's what, 17 hours? 22, no, it's 19 hours. Yeah, that's 19 hours. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
People have talked about the return of the gods since the birth of Oriath. It's a gambit employed by charlatans to fleece the weak-minded and morally desperate. Or so it seemed. Avarius and his Templar drones now greet the dawn filled with power and glorious purpose. Kitava has risen from whatever ethereal cesspit he's been hiding in for the last few millennia. So what let the cats out of their proverbial bags? I'm a scholar, not a prophet. Yet there's one occurrence that absolutely reeks with evidential causality. You killed the beast. The sign of purity, yes. A descry staff that piety sent me to study at one point. Apparently it was a gift from innocence to the first High Templar, Maxarius. Dominus couldn't even bear to touch the thing, so he had it locked up in the ossuary. Quite reactive behavior for a man of such formidable intellect, yet now it's making a little more sense. The staff was certainly able to conduct and store energy, yet remained inert when I applied corruption to it. It must only respond to divine energy, and with corruption and divinity being diametrically opposed, it's no wonder that my experiments failed to excite the thing. Meaning, if the sign of purity is a repository for the power of innocence, Dominus could never have wielded it, being steeped as he was in the opposing power of the beast. You, though, you're a different matter entirely. I told you so. What more need I say? Tootles.
We're glad you made it. No, damn it all, that's just too strange to abide. I'm glad you made it. And innocence tells me I need to keep helping you. So that's what I'm going to do. I know my way around weapons and armor, and all things Templar if you should want for further enlightenment on that subject. As for innocence, I don't know. Sometimes he makes sense, other times he's a shattered god, but he'll heal. I'll make sure of that. Lani's told me a little about Utula and his cult of Kitava. Enough to know what Utula's got planned. Bring about the fall of one god so he can raise up one of his own. And this Kitava, from what fragments I can piece together from innocence, he's not the benevolent kind. Please, find Utula and stop him. I'm not saying this because I want to put innocence back on his divine throne. I'm saying this because Oriath is my home. It's made some mistakes, but it doesn't deserve the fate that Utula has in mind.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 hours longer than the Ramadan prior to that year. I fasted when I was still in Syria. Right. Yeah, okay, I see. So is it easier? So is it harder for you to be in Europe during the Ramadan? Or otherwise, it's easier. At some point, Syria is more south, so your days should be a little bit longer. You know, you should have more daylight, right? Do I make any sense? I'm trying to understand. Because I'm guessing the way you can probably eat after the sunset, right?
To be perfectly honest with you, I don't trust her. Yeah, I've got my reasons. Piety kept her work pretty quiet, but her results were brutally clear. The people she took, the people she changed. Slaves mostly, and a few enemies of God. Enemies of bloody Dominus, more like it. I don't go in for black and white definitions of good and evil, but with piety in her ilk, I make an exception. Whatever's lurking inside Violenta, it ain't good. Not by a long shot.
Okay.
I'd be lying if I said my hands were clean of slavery's blood. I was a soldier. I went where Dominus ordered me to go. I sailed with the expedition to Ngamakanui, killed Karui warriors, and rounded up Karui captives like every other bastard in a Templar uniform. So I don't blame Lonnie for wanting to take back her freedom, and I don't blame her for believing Utula's lies either. I certainly swallowed enough of Dominus's falsities to sicken my soul. It's what we do now that matters. I can see that Lonnie's heart is in the right place, and for once in my damned life, so is mine. Devotion should be honored, I suppose. For centuries now, the Templar have boiled the flesh and skin from the devout, and presented the polished remains for public appreciation in the ossuary. Personally, I think it's one of the better ways to remember those who have gone before us. To touch the bones is to remember neither the legend, the legacy, nor the lies. It reminds you that those bones belong to a man or woman who was just like any other man or woman. A sign of purity. Let's see. A staff bathed in innocent blood. No. Sorry, bathed in the blood of innocence. Yes, innocence gave a part of his divine self to the thing, and gifted it to the Templar. Now that I recall, I read a tome about it when I was a cadet. Bloody long time ago. I skipped most of the boring pages, so only remember the bit where High Templar Maxarius smote with flame the army of the faithless, with one ray of its hallowing light. The book's words, not mine. Outside of my humble flesh, the sign of purity is about all that's left of innocence. I'm having a little trouble explaining it myself. I've never been the most devout of men, especially for a Templar, more of a soldier than a believer. But now, innocence himself rests within me. His voice is weak, barely a whisper, yet still he has the power to keep us safe from Kitava's hunger. At least for now. For my part, I'm simply grateful. Grateful that I have a god watching my back, and grateful that he's given me the power to watch others in return.
Okay, cool.
Good luck.
We have
out
now
there.
exhausted all the options. So let's go back and let's start exploring. Come on, I can't go there? Sheesh. So I need to go there. Then I need to go probably... Yes, I need to go here. The torch courts. Right, I can eat after the sunset, and the summer days are longer in Northern Europe than in Syria. However, winter days are probably slightly shorter in Northern Europe than in Syria. Okay, so it equals out. Pretty much. I feel less thirsty in Europe in the summer than in Syria, and that weighs off the longer days for me personally. Okay. So it's pretty much because it's better for you in Europe because of less heat and humidity, I guess. That's what I'm gathering. It's really interesting to learn about this, or you know. Yeah. So thanks for this. Yeah, let's clear out this server. Wait, what the hell just happened? How did I know I jumped into the enemies, but how did I die? How did they suddenly kill me? Couple of hits and I was dead. Okay. Spirit of them. Right. Okay, chests. Lot of different areas which you can go. And it's a dead end here. Yes. Yesterday I made an Asian meal, Japanese teriyaki mushrooms, bean sprouts, onion and snow peas in a teriyaki sauce and rice besides it. I'm eating that tonight. Oh, nice. That seems really good. Level up. So, a lot of enemies. Ooh. That's a lot of enemies. Okay. Nice. Let's upgrade my gems. Yeah, I had for breakfast I had some soup actually. Homemade soup. A lot of like there's a quite traditional soup in Estonia, which is I think it's more like a Russian or Slavic origin, but it's fairly common in Estonia overall. Is soup with tomato sauce and different meats. Really. The kid likes it quite a lot, and it's actually quite good. Yeah, like that thingy. So, or Scholar of Light.